Coming up next on TVM News. A concerned North Carolina father called for stricter penalties for criminals during a hearing on Monday. His daughter was killed at the hands of a repeat offender. We'll have more. A Sunday service in Michigan turned fatal when a gunman rammed his vehicle into a church, set the building on fire, and opened fire on the congregants. We'll have the latest. The fall theater production of Chekhov's The Cherry Orchard has opened. We'll have more. All coming your way next on TVM News.
Good afternoon and welcome to TVM News. Today is Friday, October 3rd, 2025. My name is Caitlin Klotz, and today we have news about an aggravated father from North Carolina. And we'll be checking in with Charlotte Rocher with next week's weather forecast and Vincent Goldschmidt to find out the latest in Marywood and professional sports. An aggravated father called for stricter penalties for criminals during a congressional hearing on Monday. His daughter was killed at the hands of a repeat offender. Stephen Federico said his daughter Logan's alleged murderer had more than 24 felonies on his record in South Carolina before he broke into a house in Columbia where the 22-year-old was then robbed and shot in the chest. A Sunday service in Grand Blanc Township, Michigan turned fatal when a gunman ran his vehicle into a church, set the building on fire, and opened fire on congregants. Police identified the shooter as Thomas Stanford, 40, of Burton, Michigan. Stanford drove a truck into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. At least 4 people are dead, 7 are in stable condition, and 1 remains in critical condition. 2 were killed by the gunfire, and 2 others were found after the fire. During a recent appearance on MSNBC, former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton joined Morning Joe in an early episode. During the episode, Clinton stated white men of a certain religion, and elaborated on the comment by saying they are doing damage to the country. Some religious conservatives took Clinton's comments as an insult. When we come back, we'll have news on the recent shooting in Lake Ariel.
When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safely. To keep your child safe, be sure to use the right car seat for their age and size.
Exactly.
Hollywood, here we come! The Atom has arrived!
Have a seat, my dude.
For more information on finding the right seat, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Impressive.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
State police say 2 children and a horse died in a crash on Sunday night in Northumberland County. A car driven by John Caperna from Pottsville slammed in the back of a horse-drawn carriage on Route 225 in Jackson Township. There were 6 people in the buggy. 1 child who was 7 years old died at the scene. A 9-year-old boy died in the hospital. Everyone else who was in the buggy has serious injuries. The Wayne County Coroner's Office on Monday identified a public safety officer who was killed this weekend in a shooting at a gated community as 55-year-old Jose Duran of Tobyhanna. Duran was shot and killed Sunday afternoon in the Hideout, a gated residential community near Lake Ariel, by a man state police identified as Lucas Gartrell. In Marywood news, the fall theater production of The Cherry Orchard opened on Thursday night in the Set La Verghetta. Production will continue tonight and tomorrow night at 7:30, along with the matinee on Sunday starting at 2 o'clock. Also, midterm season is starting on Monday, October 6th. So don't forget to bring those books out and study hard this weekend. Now we'll throw it over to Charlotte Rocher with next week's weather forecast.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the
pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Luke!
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened?
Your friend's not breathing.
Please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
Now we're going to throw it over to Charlotte Rocher with next week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Katie. October is starting to be very sunny, and today is no exception. Today's high is going to be 70 with a low of 45. So if you're going out later, make sure to bring a jacket. Next week will also be very sunny with an exception on Tuesday and Wednesday with possible showers on Wednesday. On Monday, we will see a high of 76 and then a low of 60, but then we're going to see the temperatures start to drop into the 69 with a high and then a low of 48. With your TVM weather report, this is Charlotte Rocher.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training on a Friday afternoon, and the very next day he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. You don't know how much somebody can hide what's going on inside their head. Store your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? She's dead? Please get my mom and dad out of my...
And now we're going to turn it over to Vincent Goldschmidt with the latest in Marywood and professional sports.
Thanks, Katie. The MLB Wild Card Series concluded last night with the Detroit Tigers, Chicago Cubs, and New York Yankees all advancing to the ALDS and NLDS. In the National League, the Brewers host the Cubs, and the Philadelphia Phillies play the Los Angeles Dodgers, who took care of the Cincinnati Reds in 2 games. As for the AL, the Toronto Blue Jays face the New York Yankees, and the Seattle Mariners have the Tigers in the 5-game set. The quest for the World Series continues tomorrow. Back in 2006, the late Kobe Bryant switched his playing number from 8 to 24, wearing the new number in a November 3rd game against the Seattle Supersonics. That jersey just sold for $880,000, according to Sotheby's. The jersey included a signature from the Lakers legend and had inscriptions saying "First 24" and "One of One." Marywood women's soccer remains scorching with conference play beginning tomorrow. The Pacers' most recent victory was against Wilkes-University, in which Marywood fell behind 2-0 in the first 20 minutes. Marywood scored the following 3 goals before the Colonels would match Marywood at 3 apiece. Transfer midfielder Riley Bittenbender would score the game winner in the 83rd minute to clinch the 7th straight win for Marywood. The Pacers host Newman-University tomorrow at 3 p.m. The Marywood volleyball team is equally as hot, entering the weekend on an 8-game winning streak. Ironically enough, the Pacers beat Wilkes-University this week to move to 15-1 in the 2025 season. Marywood looks to continue the program history-making success with a match against Drew University on Tuesday. With the latest in sports, I'm Vincent Goldschmidt. TVM News will return after these messages.
I'm Chris Jakomick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Marywood has many new features, one being the updated Study Ground Cafe. For more, we'll turn it over to special correspondent Chloe Lutterman.
Hey guys, it's Chloe Lutterman here. I'm at the Learning Commons Study Ground Cafe, and let's go through the options we have. So over here, you can order any soda you'd like on the app. Over here, we have self-serve coffee, Starbucks with the Fall Blend, Yum, Meatopia, where you can get your barbecue sandwiches. Over here, we can see the toppings they can put on your acai bowl. Over here, we show more of the salad options. Right here is where they have all the Starbucks and the acai bowls, so you can grab and go. And in the back is the grab and go section, which you see on the Grubhub app. Hi, Toby.
Hi, Chloe. Thanks for having me.
Yep. So what would you say out of all the options here would be your favorite?
It's probably a tie between the Starbucks and the Meatopia. If I'm, I don't have too much time in the morning, but I still need something to pick me up, the Starbucks, I can usually get in there. It's usually pretty quick. If I got a little more time towards lunch, I'm going to get a sandwich, maybe some mac and cheese from Meatopia, and it's very good. I prefer the pulled pork.
Oh, they have mac and cheese?
Yes, they do.
I will have to dine in on that. I had no idea about that. Have you had any of the acai bowls or the chopped and co salads?
I have not, but I'm looking forward to trying it.
Thank you for letting us know, Toby. This is Chloe Lutterman. Thank you.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of TV-Marywood News. Make sure to like and subscribe to the TVM YouTube page to see all of the latest TVM content, and follow the TVM Instagram to stay up to date with everything TVM has to offer. For Vincent Goldschmidt, Charlotte Rocher, and everyone at TVM News, I'm Caitlin Klotz. Have a great week, Marywood.